at how many sponsors they have in the ice.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Okay, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Glad you could join us. We're in Fargo, North Dakota at the Shields Arena. Just giving you a little view of what it looks like with some of our crowd here. Beautiful place. Probably one of the nicest arenas we've played in. Notre Dame ranks right up there, but this is pretty awesome. So the Fargo Force Juniors play here. You can see by their logo. We'll be going to their game tomorrow night. Their home opener is tomorrow night. I was talking to one of their coaches when we were in Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh. So this morning we're up against the Nashville Predators. A lot of yellow going on over there on that side. I don't know how they are, what their record is, but I mean, we played them last year, but I didn't look up to see how we did. But today on the bench, we got Coach Doug as our assistant. And then Coach Eric. And I think that's Doug's assistant. I don't know where Sam is. Not sure who's starting in goal for us today. But it's a beautiful day in Fargo. Nice and sunny. Nice fall day. I'm a little bit further away from the ice than normal, so hopefully that's going to work for you all. Doesn't look like we're going to get to use the big board this morning. They have us at the end, just these little boards down at the end, scoreboards, coming into the last minute of warm-ups. Looks like Tyler is in the net right now. We'll see if that holds for the game. Okay, there's the buzzer. Jeff is holding down the penalty box for us today over on that far side. Looks like a concrete penalty box. Nashville doesn't have anybody in their box right now. But, sorry for the fast pan. There's TJ making his final circles around as he does before every game. All right. Riders, here we go, baby. First game of the weekend. And it's like Philip is back there picking up the puck, so I'm assuming that he's not going to be in goal. So we're going to be starting off with Tyler. With Owen, sorry, Tyler. I always say Tyler. Owen. And line number 1, Lars, Landon, Chase, Owen, Senya, and James. So, all right, here we go. Puck drop. Owen at center. Picked up by Landon. Landon cycles it in. Chased by Bueller in the corner. Possession and one-timer almost got it. James backhands it down to the near side corner. Chase goes up against the boards. Landon goes after his guy behind the puck. Owen grabs it off the wall at the hash marks. Back to Landon. Landon to Chase. Chase backhands it up to Lars. Lars back to Chase. Top of the circle. Sends one in on net. Just wide. On the boards and not quite out of the zone. Lars keeps it in. Back around to the far corner. James pinches down. Sends it behind the net. Owen gets there and they pick it up at the hash marks and get it out of the zone. Into our zone. Lars grabs it at the top of the near side circle, sends it far side to James. James gets it to Lincoln. Lincoln tips it into the end and it goes almost on net and their goalie covers it up for a whistle. So Bjorn, TJ on the back, Colt, Lincoln, and Ryan up front. Ryan takes the face. Far side circle, picked up by Nashville. Sent to the near boards. Bjorn pinches down. Oh, just under Lincoln's stick. He got trapped. Ryan tries to keep it in, and they get it out of the zone. And across center ice into our zone. Centering pass, picked up by Colt. Colt backhands it up. There we go. Go. Lincoln into the zone, far corner. Backhands it in the middle. Colt's there. Lincoln gets run, gets back up. Gets bodied off, and Nashville pulls it out of their zone. Flicks it down into ours. That's going to be actually on net. Sticked aside by Owen. Ryan tries to get over there. Centering pass. Guy all alone in front. Oh, nice save. Holy cow. That guy was just left to his own devices, and luckily Owen was awake. Nashville regrouping a little bit here. Getting it into our zone, far corner, behind the net. Tried to get it slammed around by Xander. We got a new fresh line out there. We got Riddick, Xander. TJ's still out there. Jacob Smith and Caden is on the far side. Xander tries to get it to the hash marks. Jacob picks it up. He backhands it out of the zone, and he's got it right to Caden. Caden at the point. Shot. Good shot. The goalie lost it for a second. I think it went under his blocker, between his blocker and his body, and he held on, but he didn't know where it was for a moment. Good shot by Caden. They're not tracking shots here, but we are at 15:36 left in the first. We have Jackson out there. Caleb on defense. Jack Stewart. They get it out of the zone. Xander hustles back. It's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Shot. And a score. Nashville gets on the board first. Right underneath the glove, I think, on that far, if we're looking at it, the far right side. So, got a little bit of work to do here. Dig out of this one. First line out there again, Landon. Owen. Nashville across the red line, dumps it to the far corner. Lars hustles back to get it, up to the hash marks. Owen tries to work it around. Kane backhands it. Owen circles around the net. Off the back, over to Lars, far corner. Lars up high off the glass. That's going to be icing. And the face-off's back down in our zone to the left of Owen in the far corner. Face-off taken by Owen Senya. Win back. Around to Kane. Kane up to Landon. Landon gets it up, and we get it out. And there goes Chase. Chase battles for it. Gets picked at the top of the circle. Nashville takes it over. They go far side boards. Circle around in the far corner. Landon's getting some good pressure on him. There we go with, nice opportunity. Centering pass. Ryan is out there. Ryan had an opportunity at it. Nice work by Landon to get the puck in front. And here they go on a little odd man rush again. Kid shoots. Pad save that time. I heard that one. He got all of it. Kid did a nice little drag and a shot to that far pad. They bring it into the near corner. And Kane works his guy. They send it back up, and their D can't keep it in the zone. We get a line change. Lincoln and Colt come on. Ryan is still out there. Lincoln's putting some pressure on down below their net. They cycle it up, picked up by Colt. Colt tries to get it in. Lincoln and Ryan are there. We lose possession. They flick it up, out, and pulled down by Bjorn. Nice job by Bjorn, and hand pass I think they're going to call, maybe. So who do we have on defense? Let me see. James and Bjorn. Up front are Lincoln, Colt, and Ryan. Face-off comes in front of our bench. Near side. We're working left to right if you're just listening on your radio. Puck drop. Lincoln sends it back. Picked up by their D. They get it into our zone. And go to the far side corner. Picked up by James behind our net. James hard up off the glass. Comes out of the zone. Picked up by Nashville at the red line. Fanned on by one of their defense. Lincoln and Ryan are there trying to bang it down, and they battle in front of our bench. Finally, we get it down into their zone, and Lincoln goes to chase it. They swing it to the far boards. James pinches down. Nicely done, James. Forces it towards the net, but not quite on. Lincoln puts some pressure on, and they get it up out of the zone. Bjorn backpedaling. Offside. Kid holds up because one of his kids was offside, and they just, I don't know, he probably cleared the zone. James. Ooh, nice move by that kid. Man, good puck movement. Nice job by Lincoln to run that guy off the puck. Shot, glove save, and oh my gosh, are you serious? Look at this, James banging with number 7. That shot was dangerous. Just missed the top corner of the net by a few inches. 12:55 remaining in the first, and we're down by 1. New line, Jacob Smith, Caden, and Riddick, and Kane. And I think that's TJ in front of the net. It is. Back to their point. Down behind the net, far corner. Caden gets run off of it. Nice job by Riddick. Up to Caleb. Oh, Caleb is out there, sorry. Caden puts a body on him. Riddick in front, backhand shot, and puck is loose, and Jacob Smith puts it home. There we go. I knew that wasn't too long in coming. That was a backhand shot by Riddick. He's telling the goalie, or telling the ref that he got the assist. Riddick backhands it. There was a little rebound, and then Jacob was able to bury it. So let's get that score up there. Nice. Back to even. All right, Jacob tallies first this morning. TJ grabs the puck, backhands it right to a Nashville player, comes around the middle, sends it to the near side. They pick it up. Nice job by Riders to force it out of the zone. Their D is just asleep. He had no idea where that puck was. His whole bench yelled at him. Nice forecheck by Fisher. And I don't know what that was. Jack is out there. Sorry, I haven't called Fisher's name yet. This morning, I know he's been out there, but Jackson, Kane, Fisher, Jack, and Xander. Puck back, Nashville D. Far side, that's going to be icing. Faceoff comes back down to the Nashville zone, to the left of their goalie on the near side. Fisher banging around. Puck goes back to the end boards. They send it high up off the glass. Xander reaches for it. And there's another odd man rush. Kid comes down, sends it in. And that'll be goal number 2 for Nashville. They tied that one up they went ahead pretty quickly. So those odd man rushes are kind of dangerous. Their guys have some moves at the end. Okay. Back to Senya, Landon, Chase up front. James, Lars on defense. Picked up by Nashville off that face-off. Up to the near side. Far side. James steps up. Misses on that one. Picked up by Owen. Owen backhands it in front of the net. Around to Lars. Lars gets it up to the center, but it's intercepted by a Pred. To the near side. Kid holds off. Picked up by Lars. Lars tries to backhand it around. Owen picks it up. Owen got some speed. Looking for a pass. He chips it ahead to Chase. Nicely done. And he's got Landon. And, yeah, Landon was right on the back door. Couldn't quite get off a good centering pass or a shot. Owen back to Chase. Chase at the hash marks near side. Cycles it back to Lars. Lars sends one in on net. Gets tipped wide into the far hash marks. Landon gets there. They send it high up and out. Tried to be corralled by Lars, but it bounces down into our zone. Big outlet pass up to Landon. Landon sends one wide of the net. Comes to the near boards. Up and out of the zone. into our zone by Nashville. Pad save. The puck is still loose, chipped out in front, picked up by Nashville. Good work by them, moving the puck around. Our guys are just flailing. Nice outlet by Landon over to Bjorn. Bjorn sends it high and up and into the stand. He got all of that one. Ryan, Colt, Lincoln, Caleb, and Kane, I think, is out there on the far side. Defense. Colt forcing it down. Puck is, Caleb took a big hit, sent around behind the net. Oh, and they get it out into our zone. Ryan tries to send it through, gets knocked down. They come over to Lincoln near side. Lincoln is going. Caleb's going with them. Lincoln makes a move. Centering pass, a little bit too hard. Caleb, I think, was cutting down. Colt has it and then frickin' takes a heavy one to the head. Lincoln gets down there. They send it up to the far boards, and then they like to get it up and out, like sky it out of their zone. There's a big pass up to Ryan. Ryan and Lincoln are there. Puck comes near side. Caden goes down to the hash marks, and they get it out of the zone. Ryan, Jake hands it off to Jacob Smith. Caden puts some nice pressure by Caden. Puck goes, far side. They're coming. Yep. Outlet pass. Intercepted by Jacob. Jacob kicks it around and then gets it over to Riddick. Riddick backhands it to their D. Their D recollect and comes out of the zone, and they send it deep down into our zone. Icing is called at 8:59 left in the first with a score of 2, Nashville 1 Riders, and Riddick is heading to the box. Let's see what the call is, if he does it. 2 minutes for, I don't know, roughing, I guess. Okay, so we're on our first kill. Looks like Jackson is at center. Xander's out there. TJ and Jack, I think. So I don't know what they're doing, maybe putting time on the clock, but I'll just give you a little view of some of our crowd here that made it to Fargo and the comfortable seating that we're in. It's kind of amazing. Nice seats, nice little bar top in front of you. No, you're not in my way. So yeah, the ref is over talking to the scorekeeper, trying to get the time up on the clock, which I don't see where it's even, yeah, they don't have it up there. They're just gonna have to remember to get them out at 6:59. Yep. Jackson. Puck back to their near point, far point. Bottom of this far circle, up to the far point again. Pressured by Jack. Jack, I'm glad to have him out there on the kill. They come to the near side and step down to the bottom of the circle. Back up to the top of the near circle. Up to the middle. Top of the near circle again. Working it down, pinching it in, shot. Nice blocker save. Xander pins his guy up on the boards. Nicely done, Zando. And they get it back up to the near point, far point. Bottom of the far circle. Kids at the dot. Still holding on to it. Backhands it up to the... There we go. Jack. No, that was TJ. And then Jack gets it. Jack chips it up and out. Nice job. Jack put some good pressure on him. Jackson wheels off. We get a partial line change. Jack comes now. And they come out of the zone. Kid fans on it. I wonder if that's the same one that was asleep. There we go. Nice hit by Owen. Takes out 2 of their guys. They move the puck up to the middle, leave it to a trailer, and then go far side boards, picked up at the hash marks by them. James puts his guy down, and Fisher was out there, tried to get it, shot, save, another save. Up and almost out by James. They maintain possession, kids in front, knocked down by Lars. Lars takes a cross check to the back, so they got a hand in the air, and there we go. Oh, kid cross checks James in the back as he goes by. Yeah, especially after the whistle. So we're going to be back at 4-on-4 here, and then we'll have a power play for about a minute or so, almost a minute and a half, I guess. Still no penalties on the boards, but the first one gets out at 6:59, which is about a half a minute from now, so we'll have about a minute and a half of power play. So we've got Senya out there, Landon, Lars, and Chase. Oh, nice job by Landon to get a stick on it. Picked up by Chase. Up to Senya. Senya, double clutch a shot. Nice shot. Good save by their goalie, and the glove holds on for a whistle. Puck drop coming. All the Nashville people are right. There's a whole arena in here, and all the Nashville people are on our side around us. I mean, like, can you frickin' go onto the other side? There are nice seats over there, too. Are you too damn lazy to walk around an arena? It's kind of weird. Now, we've got Riddick out of the box, skating across the ice. Oh, boy, this kid is giving some work to Lars. Now, the puck is loose. Lannon kicks it finally back over to, we're setting up the power play. We got Lincoln out there. We've got Chase pulling the puck. Chase leaves it for Lars. Come on, boys, let's move it. Lars up to Owen. Owen, far side, chips it down deep. They send it hard up off the glass. Lincoln pinches down, picked up by Chase. Chase at the top of the near point. Top of the circle, Senya down to Chase. Lincoln fans on one, and they get it out of the zone. One-on-one going the other way. Nice job by Owen. And what's happening with that? Okay, so 6:06 left on the clock, so we've got about, say, another minute and a half, I think, or a minute of power play. 5:27 they get out?
Yep.
All right, so we have about a half a minute. Bjorn behind the net. He's got Riddick out there with him. TJ out there with him. Comes up to TJ. TJ moves it across to Caden. Caden to Riddick. Riddick, top of the circle. Centering pass deflected wide in the near boards. Nice hit by Landon. Battle in the corner. One guy is giving our two a problem. Caden is at the point. Landon cross-checks his guy. And Caden. TJ, far point. Landon tries to send it through. Blocked by Nashville. Caden and Landon are battling. Goes all the way around, and TJ, almost got it. Their guy comes out. They're back to full strength. Bjorn sends it up. Landon chips it in. Picked up by Nashville D. They go wide side, in through the middle. And leave it for the point. Send it down to the bottom of the far circle. Bjorn is there. Lincoln is over there. Let's go. Bjorn sends it wide. Lincoln puts some pressure on him. They send it to the near end boards, near side. Colt is out there. Picked up. Ryan almost kept it in. Ryan battles. Caleb sends it wide to Ryan. Ryan bats it up. They get it back into our zone. 4:40 remaining. Caleb out to Colt. Picked up by Ryan. Ryan back to Bjorn. Bjorn back pedals in front of our net. Goes wide side over to Caleb. We're just wasting time in our zone. Colt backhands it up. We can't get it across the red line. Glove down by Owen, but he lets it go. They send it up and out. Finally, we get it across the red line, but Nashville still has possession. Lincoln backhands it up. Nicely done. Caleb sends it into their zone. We get a line change, but Colt goes after it. He's out the far side. He can't change. Jacob Smith comes in. Kane is out there watching the trailer. Guy cutting down. Sends one just wide of the net. Up to Colt. Colt is running out of gas. I can tell. He's looking for a chance to get off. Riddick is out there. Colt does get off, and Caden comes on for him. Kane picks up the puck, sends it down to the end boards, picked up at the hash marks by Jacob, slapped up and out, and then back into our zone. Jacob grabs it and backhands it up through some traffic, but they get it back in, picked up by Kane. Kane sends it into a guy, and they're right in front. And they bury that one. So a little turnover. Another good finish by Nashville. Another point on the board for them, 3-1. At 3:14 remaining in the first. Jackson, Fisher, Jack, Stewart. Picked up by Nashville. Backhanded down to the far corner. Lars. James up to Jack. Jack takes a hit, but he gets one out to Fisher. Fisher across center ice. Nice job holding on to the puck, Fisher. Fisher forces them down all the way to the bottom, and then they get it up to the top of the far circle, bang it up on the boards. Nice job by Jack to keep it in, but it goes off a Nashville skate and comes out of the zone. Lars slams it hard down back into their zone. They have an easy time getting it out. Centering pass, kids all alone in front again. Nice save this time. Jackson after it. Jackson back on the ice after missing the last tournament. So that's good to see. Puck is iced down into our zone. Faceoff comes to their goalie's right in their zone. 2:18 remaining. Owen Landon Chase up front. TJ Bjorn on defense. Predators bring it to the near boards and then send it up to the red line, get it in, picked up by Owen. Owen across to TJ. TJ, nice outlet pass over to Landon. Landon, he's got Owen. Oh, beautiful pass. It was just a little bouncing to Owen. Owen made a beautiful move down the middle and was there. Back to Chase. Chase tries to get it through a guy on the ground. Landon gets it in. Owen has it, batting it around, picked up by Nashville. Nice job by TJ to step up, but they do get it out. Owen puts a nice body check on the kid, and Bjorn takes it behind the net. Leaves it for TJ. TJ dodges one way and then goes out the other, hard up off the boards. Landon chips it out of the zone, and they get it back into ours. Back to TJ. TJ backhands it to Bjorn. Bjorn near side. Goes wide out to Landon. Landon in front of the scorekeeper's table. He backhands it down in the far corner. Ryan Lincoln gets a stick on it. Ryan's going to be able to collect it, gets it into the zone, and Lincoln keeps it alive. It was just sitting right inside the blue line. Colt comes down. Ryan over to Lincoln. Lincoln buries it from Ryan. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful work by the boys to keep it in the zone. Nice job by Ryan to get in front of the goal, and Lincoln was there to put it home. Nice job, boys. All right, one more. One more, and then we can start to play our game. Faceoff comes back. Caleb, sorry. Over to Zando. Zando gets hit. Back to Caleb. Caleb working it at the hash mark, centering pass. Zando picks it up, tries to get it up to Colt, and they send it back down into our zone. 41 seconds remain. Caleb puts a big body on him, and then he frickin' buries the kid, and then Ryan took a hit. Zando rides a guy off. Nice job. It's Ryan and Lincoln going again. Ryan into the zone, sends one in, and off the kid's goalie's face. I'm pretty sure that went off his helmet. Battle in the near corner, 18 seconds left. Colt around to Ryan. Ryan, battling. Lincoln comes in. Ryan has it behind the net. Ryan back around to Lincoln. Lincoln tries to get it in front. They swat it away. 6, 5, 4. Back to Xander at center ice. Xander wide side. Oh, nice. And there's the buzzer. Xander gloves that down. And at the end of the first, Riders are down by 1. Scores by Jacob and Lincoln. 90 minutes on, on the clock. Yeah, baby. Let's do it. So, making some progress here. Let me change my board to the second. I have to get used to doing all this stuff. Okay. There's Nashville. It looks like a lot of yellow down there. Hopefully nobody is working too hard today. Friday morning, coming into a weekend. Glad you can join us. Score is 3 Nashville, 2 Riders, and I feel like we've got a little momentum on our side, so I feel like we're going to tie it up here pretty soon. But look up here, and I think you can see the Fargo Force alumni posters, the Caps, Lightning, it looks like, Blackhawks, Boston, I don't know who that is, the Avs, another Av. So yeah, pretty cool arena for sure. So there's a whole bunch of, you can see a whole bunch of posters. I see 1, 2, 3 Avs up there. I'll have to see who they are. All right, Kane, Lars on defense, Landon, Chase, Owen, up on offense. Owen takes a face-off. One back by Nashville. Nashville go D to D to D to the wing on the near side. Chipped up and into their bench. So, yeah. Face-off comes in front of our bench. Nice win back by Owen. Owen to Lars. Lars goes hard down. Battle at the hash marks. Landon chips it down behind the net. Possession taken by Nashville. They come to the near boards. To the hash marks, chip it through the center of the ice, and then they dump it deep down behind our net, behind Owen. Kane backhands it around to Landon. Landon at the hash marks tries to get it out. And there's a battle ensuing. Kane puts a nice body on the kid. Landon is there fighting. Nashville comes away with it. Come to the near point. Shot on net. Glove saved by Owen. Holds on for a whistle. No rebound. Next line out. Bjorn, Chase, Riddick, Lincoln, Colt. Let's go, baby. We got to get some more here. Ryan. Nice win back. Picked up by James. James sends it up off the boards. Colt is there. And Lincoln and Ryan go. Ryan moves it across the Colt. Colt tries to get it down to Lincoln. Lincoln picks it up. Oh, there's a hit from behind. Oh, kid just works it around and out of the zone into ours. 3-on-2 going the other way. Kid sends one wide. Far corner. Colt to Lincoln. Lincoln. Far boards. Dumps it. And Ryan looks to make a move. Comes back to Colt. Up to Bjorn. Bjorn fans on one. And then it comes out of our zone. 3-on-2 again. Heading into our zone. Another shot. Little rebound this time. Owen covers it up in a half a second, but it was laying in front of him for a second, and we get a line change. 16:23 remaining in the second period. Riddick, TJ, Caleb, Caden, Jacob. Over to Jacob at the hash. Jacob chips it, can't get it through his guy. Riddick does get it. Riddick sends it down to TJ. TJ behind our net. Goes the other way. Backhands it up off the glass. Jacob swats it out of the zone, and they come near boards right in front of their bench. TJ jumps up to it. Almost gets there. Kind of met him at the same time. But Nashville backhands it into our zone. Caden finishes a check right in front of the scorer's table. TJ backhands it out. Kid has it. Tries to send it through. Caden picks it up. TJ's going with him. TJ's like, yeah, I'll take that. TJ backhands it down, and Caden puts some pressure behind the net. They go up the boards. TJ, who was that? That was Caleb. Nice hit, Caleb. Oh man, there's a big reverse on Jacob. There we go. Riddick puts his guy almost into the bench. Puck comes to Jacob. Jacob's fans on one. Oh shoot. But does manage to grab it, sends it to the near boards. Caden is there, but it's picked up by a guy coming off the bench. And the puck is still loose, but they backhand it down into our zone, deep. TJ tries to get his guy up on the boards, and they put it back to their point, far side point. Shot blocked by Jacob. Nice block, and he gets it out off of his knees. Good work. Gets it all the way down, icing his wave. Jack Stewart comes out skating quickly. They get a big, huge outlet pass, but kid can't quite get it into the zone. Oh my gosh, that was holy mac. What? Oh, that looked legal to me. But Kane's going to be heading to the box for burying that kid. I think that was a good play, but was roughing. I think that's what, holding your fist out. It was a high hit, but it was called for roughing. Oh, they finally do have the penalty on the board, so it'll make it a little easier. 2 minutes. 14:39 left in the second period. We're down by 1. Nashville's on a power play. Shot goes wide and up and over the net to the right side of the net. Jack is out there. Jackson up to the point. Near point, top of the circle. Kid walks in. Shot. Glove save by Owen. Nicely done. Zando, Jack, Jackson, and Lars. Owen comes in with Chase, and the forward line being Jack and Jackson head off. Puck drop in the near circle. Back up the point. One-timer fanned on it, or didn't fan on it, but he didn't get a good connection. Xander working his guy around. They have it behind the net. Up to the point. Kid sends one just wide of the net. Goes to the top of the far circle. Up to the point. Shot through the middle. Blocker to side by Owen. And nice job. Who is that? Chase. Putting some good pressure. Good pressure by Chase. Nicely done. Top of the circle. Up to the point. Again, kid walks down. Shot. Blocker to side again by Owen to the far corner. Xander puts some pressure on him. Kid kicks it to himself. Moves it to the point. In the middle. Goes down to the bottom of the far circle. Can't collect it. Comes back up to the top. Shot blocked by Chase. Chase is really doing a good kill out there. Senya puts some pressure on him as well. They bring it to the near side. Makes a move. Bottom of the near circle, shot. Guy on the back door can't connect with it. Lars is banging in the near corner. Xander comes in to help him. We've got 40 seconds left, sorry, in the penalty. And we need a whistle here. Shot, another save by Owen. Picked up by Nashville up to the top of the far circle. Shot again, another blocker save. So that's at least 3 blockers and probably 1 pad save in this little section. So Owen is doing great. Bottom of the near circle. There we go. There we go. Nice stick by Chase to get it out. And oh shoot, we got to have a line change, but that leaves them with an odd man situation. Ryan is out there with Lincoln. Those guys had to go out. I mean, look at, there's 3 seconds left on the kill. They were out there for like, a minute and 45, 50 or so, just dying. They had no choice. They were gassed. So it's Ryan, Lincoln, James, and Bjorn. Sorry, Kristen. Face off by Rick. Shot and save. Beautiful save by Owen. No rebound. Okay, their power play is over. Colt comes on. So we've got 5-on-5. Let's get a clear and that was a good kill. They had a lot of quality chances there, and Owen really had, man, another stop by him right off the face-off. Probably had 6 or 7 stops in the last 2 minutes. Man, that was a lot. There we go. Ryan, nice job to win that and kick it up to himself. He's got Cole, he's got Lincoln. And Colt, oh, shoot, he just back foot, just missed pulling that up. Lincoln grabs it, sends it to the near boards. They go wide side and into our zone. There we go. Lincoln grabs it in the far corner, and he's looking for help. He comes all the way across to Ryan. Ryan, 2-on-2. Ryan goes to the middle. Shoot it. Oh, then he gets knocked down. Battle in the corner. Ryan tries to get it to Lincoln. Lincoln back to Ryan. Puck comes in front and bounces in front of the goalie, who puts a glove on it for a whistle. So we're going to be doing a line change at 11:56 remaining in the second, and Ryan is getting escorted off the ice. Luckily to the bench. Riddick, Caden, TJ, Caleb, and Jacob. Nashville sends it to the near boards in front of our bench. Out, TJ. Oh, nice pick by Riddick. Riddick sends it deep in their zone into the near corner. Caden puts some pressure on him. They go far side. Caleb pinches down. Jacob was covering the point for him, and Jacob does manage to hold the line momentarily, and they get it out 1-on-1. Nashville against TJ. TJ rides the guy off. Nicely done, TJ. Nice job, Tej. Kid gets a big one-timer, kick save, and rebound. Beautiful save on the rebound by Owen. Jacob tries to get around some bodies, but Nashville picks it up in their zone and skates it to the red line. They have possession. Caden chases it to the far boards. Kid golf swings at it. Caleb doing some nice work to just literally walk that puck into the zone. Almost got it there. Jacob does get it there. Forwards take a line change. Senya comes out. Lars comes out. Chase, Landon. Puck comes up in front of our bench. Picked up by Nashville. Caleb sends it wide to Owen. They golf swing it into our zone. Lars hustles back. Sends it around to Landon. Ooh, big outlet pass up to Chase in the zone. Chase can't quite hold on to it. And he's working with a Nashville defender, but he skates it out of the zone. Across the red line, then dumps it on net. Kicked aside. Lars, puck is still loose in front. Xander chips it to the near boards, but Nashville still has it. Walks behind the net. Xander's putting a body on him, but the kid still has it. Xander shovels it ahead to Landon. Landon far side. Landon's got Chase. Leaves it for Chase. Chase gets across the blue line. Makes a move to the inside. Loses the puck. Senya picks it up. Avoids a check. Senya still has it. Gets tied up. Interference. The kid was holding onto his stick. Nashville comes out into our zone. Shot and little rebound that's batted aside. Literally batted aside by Owen. Picked up by Xander. Xander backhands it up off the glass, and it does jump over there. D chases there, gets it into their zone. Top of the circle, makes a move. Does get around his guy. Backhand centering pass. Fisher is out there. So is Jackson. James. Kane. James comes back to pick it up behind our net. Cycles it around to Kane. Kane jumps over his stick at the hash marks. Jackson picks it up, doing some work with his stick, but Nashville comes away with it. Looking for Jackson, still putting good pressure on him. Kid's working around up to the point. Near circle, centering pass, doesn't get through, goes behind the net. Puck is loose, picked up by Nashville. James is there. James comes out with it. Nice job, James. James. Oh, he's trying to meet Jackson. Somebody tipped it, so there's no icing. Goes to the far corner. Jackson, good job getting there. Jack Stewart is over there. Jackson cycles off. Nashville moves it up and holds on to possession. Easy outlet, across the red line, into our zone. Centering pass. Kid tries to go back door, leaves it for Jack. Jack has Fisher up in front, but both of them peel off, and that will be icing at 8:15 remaining. And I think we're at halftime. Yes, the doors are open. So we're going to be doing an ice cut. I'm going to run a couple more player interviews, so don't refill your coffee yet. Score is 3, Nashville 2, Riders. And we left off with, next up was number 70, Jacob Smith.
Welcome to Rough Riders Profile. Who do we have with us today?
Jacob Smith.
Hi, Jacob. Jacob, what number are you and what position do you play?
I'm 70 and I play left wing.
Very nice. And where are you from, Jacob?
I'm from Erie, Colorado.
Erie, great. So, Jacob, do you have a pregame ritual you like to do?
Just play sewer with the boys and go.
Just warmed up and ready to roll.
Yep.
Very nice. So, Jacob, what's your favorite part of the game?
Playing with the fellas and getting better.
Getting better. Very good. What do you want to accomplish this year?
Just first win states and then take it all the way to natties.
Those are some very good goals. So when you're not playing hockey, what do you like to do?
I golf and that's about it.
I heard you're a great golfer. We're talking hole-in-one golfer.
I'm all right.
Okay. Who is your favorite NHL player?
I think I got to go with Coach Dougie.
Coach Doug. That's another good one. All right. Well, thank you, Jacob. And Rough Riders are happy you're a part of the team.
Okay, next up, number 81.
Go.
Chase.
Welcome to Rough Riders Profile. Who do we have with us today?
Chase Bueller.
Hi, Chase. Welcome. Chase, what number are you and what position do you play?
I'm number 81 and I play left wing.
Great. And where are you from, Chase?
I'm from Thornton, Colorado.
From Thornton. So, Chase, do you have a pregame ritual you like to do?
I like to take my stick and I like to mess around with soccer ball a little bit. That's about it.
Just get yourself warmed up, huh?
Yeah.
So, Chase, what is your favorite part of the game?
I like scoring goals, playing in big games, good teams, lots of competition, hanging out with the boys and stuff. So, yeah.
Good. Like the goal scoring part.
Yeah.
What do you want to accomplish this year?
I want to win states and like take it from there. Hopefully beat Okanagan, and yeah, it's a big one.
Good goal, and I hope that happens for certain.
Yeah.
So when you're not playing hockey, what do you like to do?
I like to hang out with my friends, play with my dog, and yeah, that's about it.
Sounds good. So who's your favorite NHL player?
I'd say Patrick Kane is my
Patrick Kane?
favorite. Yeah.
Yep, another good one.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, thank you, Chase, and Rough Riders are happy you're a part of the team.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Chase. Next up, Jack Stewart, number 87.
Welcome to Rough Riders Player Profile. Who do we have with us today?
Jack Stewart.
Hi, Jack. What number are you and what position do you play?
I'm number 87 and I play left wing.
Jack, where are you from?
Arvada, Colorado.
Jack, do you have a pregame ritual you like to do?
Just play Sue with the boys.
Dude, just to warm up?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What do you want to accomplish this year, Jack?
Win natties and states.
That's good. Great goal. What do you like to do when you're not playing hockey?
I like to golf.
Golf? Are you a good golfer?
No.
No, but you still do it anyway. That's good. Who's your favorite NHL player?
Sidney Crosby.
Great. Well, thank you, Jack. Rough Riders are happy to have you on the team. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
Okay. So that's what I have for interviews today. Obviously more, meaning another one, is going to be forthcoming. So thanks for watching. Hang out with us for a few more minutes. You can see they're just starting to do the ice, and we'll be back momentarily. Time for a coffee refresh. Some last moment reminders from Coach Eric. I see Doug still down there, right there in the black hat. Okay. Owen, Chase, Landon, Lars, James up first. Okay, face-offs down in our zone. To Owen's left. Senya takes the drop. Puck drop, kick back, nice win by him. Nashville gets there first. They backhand it up to the point. Shot, stick save. Off to the far boards. Landon wasn't able to quite collect it. Nashville does get possession. Backhands it up, and Landon gets it out of the zone. Nicely done, Lando. Lando scoots across the blue line, leaves it for Chase. Chase sends one, pad save by their goalie, but that was a nice shot on net. He didn't really have anybody cutting down in front of him. Senya puts a body on him. James works the far boards, and Nashville picks it up at the hash, sends it around to the top of the circle, outlet pass to their center, and then they bring it in. This kid comes and leaves us, drops it. Nice shot by them, but it just went wide up to Chase. Chase bangs it down into the Nashville zone. Owen is back there behind the net trying to work it, and Colt has it. Colt goes around to Lincoln, goes to the far boards. They get it up, and Lincoln pushes the guy into the boards, but he does get it down into our zone anyway. Comes to the near side. Ryan is there to try to pick it up. Goes around to Bjorn. Bjorn up to just past Lincoln, and it's probably going to be icing. No, waved. Nice job by Ryan to get down there. Colt is there too. They go all the way back to the other far side, and almost behind the net. Send it up and out. Colt kicks it back to TJ. TJ backpedals, circles around, has got some pressure on him. Has to use the net to get away. Brings it up to Lincoln. Lincoln sends it up to Ryan. Nice job getting it to Ryan. Ryan has it, sends one. Oh, just rides up the kid's stick, up into the glass. TJ's hustling back. He was caught a little bit up front. Colt's there. Ryan goes in to try to take the puck away behind their net. And who else is out there with him? Ryan. Colt. Lincoln is back. Puck comes up. Oh, Nashville just gets it out of the zone. Nice job by Caleb. Lincoln picks it up. He goes back to Xander. Xander backpedals in front of our net, and then big outlet pass right into a Nashville kid. And we do get it. Ryan sends it, and we got to have a line change. Caden comes on. Xander's still out there. Caden putting pressure behind their net. They bring it to the near boards and then cycle it up off the glass and into the zone for icing. Puck will go back down to their goalie's right. At 5:27 left in the second period. Nashville up by 1 by a score of 3-2. Riddick at center. Lars back. Kane back. Caden up with Jacob. Back to Kane. Kane sends one in just wide. Centering pass by Caden. Can't quite get through traffic, but he does pick up his own rebound. He goes wide over to Kane again. Kane sends one in. Glove saved by their goalie. Holds on for no rebound and a whistle. Good shot. Good pressure. Nice job at picking up loose pucks and maintaining possession. That's what we need to do. Riddick. Puck drop, whistle right after the drop, and I don't know what happened there. We got to reset. Both centers are still at the dot. Puck's loose, back. Oh, shoot. just gets past Kane. Kane puts a good body in front of him, but they do get it into the zone. Kane bats it down, but Nashville has it. Shot, score, 5-hole. And the score is 4-2. Wow, that was a funky little shot on the ground. So Jackson, Fisher, Chase, Jack Stewart, and Bjorn head out to try to get the score a little bit closer for us. 2-goal differential. Jack Stewart right here. Fisher takes the face off. Puck drop, comes back. James Beeler gets under a check right in front of our bench, and they get it into our zone. Jackson goes back to the far corner. Jackson working it. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher gets it out of the zone, comes back to Nashville D, and then they send it up into Jackson's body. Jack pulls it down. What? It wasn't even at his hand. It was just in his body. They call it a hand pass. Disagree. Fisher, center, win back to Nashville. Nashville D backhands it up into the zone. Bjorn gets it up. Jackson, nice little move around to Fisher. Fisher gets up the boards, kicks it ahead to himself. Nicely done. They get it in, but Nashville takes it and sends it to the near boards. James pinches down, keeps it alive, bottom of the circle, looking for some help. Round back of the net, centering pass, doesn't quite get through. He still has it, sends it back up to Bjorn. Bjorn sends one in, tipped just wide of the net. Fisher grabs the rebound. Fisher up to James, or Bjorn. Bjorn sends one just wide of the net, near boards. James pinches down. Jack Stewart gets beyond him and out of the zone. Picked up by Bjorn at the near side hash marks. He skates behind the net and then kind of loses it. And Fisher's tried to get there. Oh, Jackson's got it. Jackson off to the races. Oh, tries to make a move around. He does still have it. Sends one through and he gets one. Yes, baby. What a hell of an effort by Jackson. Got his shot off really deep and it just slid again on the ice. Nice way to go, baby. Nice job. That was a hell of an effort. And he puts us back within one. Told you. Has some work to do. That line did it. To catch us back up. Let's go. We need one more here. Owen Senya, Chase Bueller, Lan and Palak win back to Nashville. Off the face. Xander's out there with TJ on defense. TJ sends it up to the near boards. Chase tries to get it. Battling. Nashville has it. Senya comes in, takes a cross check in the head. Still a battle. TJ's working his guy on the boards, but it comes out to the middle. The kid shoots one, gets deflected wide. Picked up by them in the near corner, top of the circle, and puck squirts out. Chase goes after it hard. Picked up by Owen. Owen walking down, gets picked at the top of the circle. He gets up his rebound. And puck comes out of the zone, one-on-one, heading the other way. Sends it, nice cross-ice pass by Nashville. He can't quite corral it for a shot. Nashville has it behind our net with possession. That's kind of crazy because it's not a power play for them. They get it up to the point. We're pretending like it is. Back door! Oh my gosh. Kid got tripped, I don't think. I don't know, that was, may have gotten away with one there, but they had a nice setup on us. Back to the point, there we go. Kicked over to Lincoln. Lincoln into the zone. Lincoln top of the circle. Lincoln sends one through, but just can't quite connect. Colt is out there. Ryan. Lincoln chases to the far corner. Nice job. Who was that? Caleb pinching down. Ryan back behind the net. Ryan working it. Comes to the near boards. Kane jumps down to the bottom of the circle. Lincoln takes over at the point for him. Ryan tries to get it. Colt puts his body between the other player and the puck, and they're tied up on the boards. Puck is taken away by Nashville. And they come near side in front of our bench. Colt put some pressure on him, but they set it down behind our net. Backhanded by Caleb around to Kane. Kane back over to Caleb, over to the Lincoln, collides with their D. Caleb pushes Lincoln, working a guy, gets both of them go down. No penalties called. There's a good hit by Caleb to take his guy down. As I'm watching the play, a penalty is coming. That kid gets called for something on Lincoln, and we're going to go on the power play. Maybe Lincoln goes too. Looks like it. Both of them are heading to the box. And it won't be a power play, it'll just be a 5-on-5. 1:21 remain in the second period. Scores 4 Nashville, 3 Riders. James, Caden, Lars, Riddick, Jacob. Nashville back to their point. Down to the center, tipped just wide. Again, we're pretending we're on the PK. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There we go. Caden gets it out. Jacob. Icing. 56 seconds remain. Okay. Puck drop. Owen's left. Puck loose, picked up by Caden. Caden gets it across, almost out of the zone, but they keep it alive. Pulled up by Jacob. Jacob skates to the far side, loses possession. Nashville gets it at the red line. Riddick hits his kid and runs him off the puck, but Nashville comes in. Shot up, bouncing behind the net. Picked up by Caden again. Backhanded over to Riddick. Riddick moves it across, but he can't quite connect with Jacob. And then Nashville takes it over, sends it up the near boards in front of our bench. Lars puts a good hit on the kid, and we get it into the zone, far corner. Jacob goes after it. Fisher comes out with some speed. 11, 10. Bjorn gets hit well after he releases the puck. Nice job, Fisher. And there is the buzzer, ending the second period. So at the end of the second, Riders down by 1, 4-3. Okay. In that half period, we got 1, Jackson, and they got 1. So far, goals from us: Jacob, Lincoln, Jackson. Jackson had one hell of an effort going up that far side. Brought it all the way down, fought off guys, took a shot from probably at or a little bit below the hash marks in that far circle and put it in nicely. It was beautiful. Good work by him. Not bad when you have an NHLer out there telling you what to do. Hope everybody's listening. Okay. Jack Stewart, Jackson, speaking of. Fisher, Bjorn, and TJ. Novakovic. Lincoln still in the box on that far side, and I don't know when they'll be coming out. They didn't put the penalty up on the board. But it'll be at a whistle because we're a 5-on-5. Jackson circles in. Fisher gets a drop. He wins it back. Picked up by Jackson. Jackson backhands it up off the glass. Jack Stewart punches it back down in the zone. Jackson goes hard after it, man. He's on fire. Good job. Keep it up, baby. Nashville grabs it. They send it to the far circle. Float it out of the zone. Centering pass. Connected. Picked up by Jackson. Jackson sends it down, and that might be icing, and it is icing. But good hustle out there. Lincoln and the Nashville kid come out of the box. $17:38 remaining in the third period. Bjorn, TJ, Jackson up to the far point, down to the bottom, far corner. TJ pins his guy up on the boards, but he still comes away with it. Up to the point, top of the crease, sends one just wide. Bjorn gets a little bit lost, and then the puck is centered in front, but nobody connects with it. Fortunately, they cycle it D to D. Far side hash marks. Centering pass right onto Jackson's stick. Jackson sends it up, and that'll be icing. Everybody was getting gassed. But faceoff will come down in our zone to Owen's right. And this time we have Owen Senya, Chase, Landon, Xander, and Caleb. Oh, Chase has it. Chase up the boards. Landon, puck comes up and almost goes into the second row right there. Face-off comes at center ice. Oh, throws it back down out there. Owen wins it back again. Nice win. Xander backhands it around to Caleb. Caleb up to Landon. Landon over to Chase. Chase gets into the zone, sends one. Just gets deflected wide in the far corner. Up the board, centering pass. Oh, picked up by Landon. Landon. Oh, cycles it around. Rush going the other way. Xander against the Nashville. Xander pushes him wide. Nice job. Back up to the point. Sends one through. That went off, I think. Owen's pad. Lannon. Chase. Senya was going with him. Lincoln sends it back to Lars. Lars. Caleb picks it up behind our net. He's got someone coming fast. He backhands it around to Lars. Lars looking to make a pass. He just skates up off the glass, batted down by Nashville right by the red line, and there's a bad odd man rush with the cutter going, and that was a pretty bad turnover. Now there's going to be tripping on the goalie as the kid came through the crease. Owen heads to the box. No, just kidding. I don't know who's going to be sitting, but yeah, he was playing the puck and the kid came through and he's getting called for tripping. Someone on the ice has to go, which is going to be Kane. Go sit for him, and we're on a PK. Ryan, Lincoln, James, Lars, I believe. Kane is sitting the penalty. Number 3-1 gets the 2 minutes on the board. Ryan drops it, puck still loose. Nashville sends it back to the point, across to the far side point. Top of the circle. Hash marks up to the top, far side, bottom of the circle. Centering pass doesn't connect with anybody, but this near side guy picks it up, goes into the corner. James is working him. James, nice job. They come in and take possession up to the point. Send one wide. Lars is there, bangs it to the corner. Up to the point again. Lincoln's putting pressure on him. Almost gets it out. Top of the circle, bottom of the circle, centering pass doesn't connect. Hopefully it comes out of the zone. It does. And Nashville has to regroup, but they get right back in. Send it hard down to the near corner. James was there. They still have it. Looking to move it around. They move it up to the far point. Back to the top. Sends one through just wide of the net. And Kid tries to get a rebound, but doesn't make it. Gets kicked up over here. Ryan tries to get it out. James. Kid walks in, sends one right over the blocker and into the back of the net for number 5 for them. That sucks. Sorry. Off a BS call. Tripping call.
Let's go, Riders.
Now the differential is 2, 5-3, 14:48 remaining. Jacob Riddick, Caden, back to TJ, TJ to Bjorn, Bjorn moves it across to Caden, gets into the zone, no icing. Caden gets back there, goes to the far corner. Puck at the hash mark. Riddick's pinching down. And they skated out of the zone. Into ours, dump and chase. Bjorn takes a hit into the wall, but he comes away with it. Takes another hit, he gets it up to the point, picks up the loose puck, and then he sends one up to Caden. Caden offside by Jacob. Jacob's stick goes almost to the rafters, and that's saying something. Comes down on the top of the glass at the half wall. And we're getting a line. No line change. Same group out there. Jacob, Riddick, Caden. Caden's working with his guy. Yeah, just give him an elbow in the head. Puck is loose. Kicked out in front of Nashville bench. Jacob, there's a shot by Bjorn, just goes wide, but winds up behind their net, and they kick it to the far boards. Send it up. TJ does a nice job keeping it alive. Caden gets there. Riddick. Oh, shoot. Just interrupted by a nice defensive play by Nashville. Jacob takes a hit, but doesn't go down. Nashville's goalie sends it up to the near boards. Riddick is out there. Jackson chasing. Let's go, Jackson. There we go. That's all yours, Jackson. Jackson has it. He's got, look at that turnover. Squirts through, gets sandwiched, taken down to the ice. Fisher working it. Trying to make it happen. Jack Stewart gets it and sends one, but the kid just dove in front of his shot. Another nice defensive play by Nashville. Good opportunity by Stewie Jackson. Grabs it. Xander shovels it into the zone, but they get it across. Nice effort. Jack puts it down into the zone, and what is that call going to be? Hand pass? Oh, puck out of play, sorry. Owen Senya, Lannon Pallet, Chase Beeler. Kane. Nice save. Breakaway centering pass. The puck is loose in front. Owens tries to shovel it out of the way, and then he finally pounces on it. Holy cow. There was a lot of activity right there. At 12:41 left in the third. He made a good initial stop and then had to do about 2 or 3 more. And Lars heads to the box, not sure exactly why. I don't know. I didn't see it, and I don't know what the call is. But I do see number 7 with 2 minutes on the board. So we're on the kill. We're 2 down. Kane zings it to the near boards, and it jumps up and out of the zone. Landon has it. Landon puts it into the zone. And he chases it. There we go. Owen. Leave Owen with the puck. That'll be good for us. Owen still has it, working it around, brings it to the near boards, picked up by Nashville at the hash marks. Landon's pressuring them again. So far, good kill. We're keeping it in their zone, not letting them out. Landon making the legs work back there, putting good pressure on them. Nice job, Landon. They finally get it over to the far side, and then they have a huge outlet pass, and the kid gets behind our D. Owen has to step out and chip the puck to the side. They get it back up to their point. To the bottom of the circle, centering pass, shot, one-timer, just misses. He had a lot of open net there. Lucky for us, he missed. No icing. "57 seconds on our kill. Ryan trudges out there. TJ up to the point. Bottom, TJ picks it up, and he sends it hard up, and that's on net, so that was a good play. Make the goalie do a little bit of work back there. Chase is out there. Ryan putting good pressure. Chase creates a turnover. Chase has it, sends it around, centering pass. Ryan can't quite get there, but great job by these boys to work and not let it out of the zone. 26-25. Chase still keeping it alive. Ryan, go Ryan. They backhand it up, and then they finally possess without pressure from us. Lincoln comes out. Now it's Lincoln and Ryan up front. TJ, they have to reset in their zone. Lincoln pressures them to the far boards. Kid goes down, gets around TJ, and 2 seconds. 1, our man comes out. Lars hustles back over to the bench. Bjorn loses his stick. TJ backhands it up to the hash marks, and big one-timer right into Owen's chest for no rebound. Holds on, but we get a kill, so that's good. Okay, Xander, Caleb come out on defense. Colt, Brian, Lincoln out front. 10:28 remain in the third. Puck shot, ooh, one-time shot just goes wide. Colt goes over, kid shoots it, and Owen holds on to it for a whistle. Puck drop will come to his left, far side circle, in our zone. Puck drop, win by Nashville, centering pass, one-timer, just goes wide. Good setup by them. Lincoln gets it out of the zone. They go D to D, wide side, chip it up the boards, and the white. Xander pushes his guy in. Owen is out there. Owen pulls up. He goes, gets a little bit of pressure down from behind. Picked up by, who was that? Owen, I think, chipped it up. Lincoln couldn't quite get it, and he gets his stick. Oh, shoot, centering pass. Lincoln was tied up behind the play. Works it back down to Colt. Colt, Lincoln center, in the center. Lincoln, oh, moves it across. Oh, Caleb was just turned around, and then he reverses. Lincoln grabs it. Colt has it. Lincoln chips it back to Colt. Colt, looking for some help. Looking for some help. He's got 3 kids on him. Colt tied up with a guy. Puck behind the net. Nashville has it. Caleb pinches down. Lincoln at his feet. Chips it back down right into Caleb's chest. Caleb sends it down behind the net. Oh, there's a... Colt got reversed on that one. But he's still pressuring him. They flick it up and out again. And Xander gets dumped. No call on that one. Shot back to the back door. Riddick is over there. Riddick backhands it around to a Nashville guy at the And then Colt gets reversed. Colt's still out there. I'm sure he's gassed, but he hasn't had an opportunity to get from that far side. He sends one up right to Nashville at center ice, and they go across for offside, but we grab it, and Caden chips it out of the rink into the stands. So whistle, face-off should be at center ice. Jacob, Caden, Riddick, Lars, Kane, 8:26. Left in the third, 2 goals down. Let's get one here. Whistle comes. Not sure why. Puck drop, win back, Kane. Kane to Lars. Lars up to Caden. Caden backhands it into their zone. Nashville gets it in the corner. Lars pinches down. Tied up on the boards. Caden has it. Caden walks across the middle. Sends one through. Glove saved by their goalie. Okay, let's go. Riddick. Jacob right. Caden left. Kane on D. Kane jumps down to the hash, sends it around to Caden. Caden loses possession. Nashville grabs it. Caden gets it back. Backhands it around to Jacob. Jacob far side gets wiped out, but no call. Tripped. Puck comes out of the zone. Kane goes hard back after it. He's got some pressure. He sends it up off the back of the net. It's bouncing then, and then it comes over Caden's stick. We'd luckily get it out. Jacob. Riddick was offsides by about 5 miles. I don't know what he thought. Maybe the puck was already in there. Okay. Jackson, Jack. Bjorn, Fisher. James. Puck drop, Jackson gets it. And it gets rubbed off. Jack swats at it, but it comes out of the zone. James kicks it to the near boards, and then he backhands it and skates it into the zone. James, oh, nice pass, back door. Fisher moves it up to Bjorn. Bjorn backhands it into the zone. Jackson picks it up. Oh, sends one through the crease. James pinches down, far side behind the net. He gets worked into the board, centering pass. Nobody from our team can collect it, but nice job by Fisher, putting some good pressure on. Jackson comes down, reverses the kid. Oh, beautiful pass. Oh, Jack was right there in front. Great pass from Jackson to Jack. And then Jack just kind of couldn't get it, but that was really good play by the boys. Nice opportunity. Almost had it. 6:51 left. Caleb, TJ on D, Owen, Senya, Chase, and Landon up front. Face off to their goalie's right. Owen, nice win back. TJ sends one through. Stick save by their goalie. Puck's on the back of the net. Picked up by Owen. Owen trying to work it around to Chase. They get it around back to Owen. Owen backhand right through the crease. Landon was there to try to bang it, but they get it up and out, up off of Landon's helmet. Nashville possesses it into our zone, and then TJ does a nice check on that kid. Let's go. Owen tries to work it out. And Chase, oh, almost pokes it up and out. TJ, oh, just gets on the ice. Owen has it, up off the glass, out of the zone, right to Chase. Chase gets around a guy. Chase has it. He's got Landon. Nice job, but Landon frickin' takes that all of the posts. And luckily he's getting up. Beautiful play by Chase and Landon. Landon ate that one. Man, that one hurt for sure. He got rubbed and took full. I thought it was his ribs, but it looks like maybe his hip or something. Nice job, boys. Good work down low in our zone. Up to Chase. Chase Across to Landon. Landon finishes it. Gets on the board. Cuts him to 1. At 6:02 left. I'm sure Eric is saying that was a penalty there. And I'm sure Doug is saying the same thing. Let's see what happens. Nope. He's just going to drop the puck. Okay. Cut it to 1, 6:02 left. Lincoln, Ryan, Colt, Xander finishes a check. Kane comes back to get it behind the net. He sends it up to the hash marks. Nashville grabs it, possesses it in the corner. Ryan is there working them. They backhand it down. Kane has to go to work now. Behind the net, chipped over by Ryan. Ryan sends it up to Lincoln. Lincoln goes into the zone, almost gets through. But Ryan takes over. Ryan behind the net. Ryan circles around. Ryan, come on, pass it. Ryan sends one, shoots it, and right into the bread basket. Okay, 5:22. We're down by 1. 4 goals to their 5. Kane, Xander on D. Puck drop back to out of the zone. Xander backhands it. They get it back into the zone. Xander has to get it around to Lincoln. Lincoln loses it, chips it back to Xander. Xander backhands it up and out of the zone. Ryan puts some good pressure on. They go back down into our zone. Xander gives it to one of their D. Now he tries to force it. Ryan has to collect it behind our net. And then he gets pinned up. Kane comes in to pull it away, gets it up to Lincoln. Lincoln backhands it around to Xander again, far corner. Up and out. That's going to be icing, and that was kind of a mess. Really no possession. Couldn't get it out of our zone. And the whistle comes, and a face-off will be down to Owens left in the far corner. 4.5 minutes remain. Puck is down. Caden is out there. Riddick. Jacob sends it deep. Riddick chases to the near corner. They get it up to the top of the circle. Lars pinches down. Caden is there. Caden is working it on the boards with Lars. Riddick's waiting for it to come out. So is Jacob Smith. Lars still working. He gets it down the other way, but Nashville D come away with it. Circle around. Come back to the near boards. And up. Jacob just pinches down. Goes across to James, far side. James sends it deep. At least we're playing in their zone a little bit. Up hard off the glass, and there is two-man breakaway for a half second before we got back. There we go, up to Caden. Caden and Jacob. Go, Caden. Caden sends it, bounces it off the end boards. Jacob picks it up. He gets rubbed off the puck. Fisher is out there. Caleb sends it back over to Bjorn. Bjorn, far side. Across to Fisher, but he had his stick down. Jackson is out there, putting some good pressure on. Caleb goes back. Bjorn grabs the puck. Hard up off the glass and out of the zone. Picked up by Nashville at the red line. They go far side. Bjorn picks it up at the top of the circle, gets it up to Jack Stewart. Stewart sends it ahead to Fisher, but he can't quite connect. Caleb is there. All right, puck is loose. Picked up by Bjorn. Bjorn backhands it over to Caleb. Nashville kid loses a stick. Bjorn outlet pass over to Jack Stewart. Jack Stewart chasing it hard. Jackson picks it up, bottom of the circle. Makes a move around a guy. Work in the corner. Fisher centering pass. Nice look. He had Jack cutting down. There's 2-on-1 heading the other way. Nice. Oh, I don't know where that puck was stopped, but I don't know if it got to Owen or not. Either way, Nashville still has it at the point. We got a kid going off, so right now they're a man down. Nope. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids on the ice. 2, 4, 6 kids. Yeah, their goalie is out. We have a penalty. That's why. Shot. Nice, beautiful save by Owen. So who's heading to the bench or the box for this one? Caleb, it looks like. Tripping is the call. 2 minutes left, and we're going to be the rest of the game a man short and a goal down right now. So Owen, Senya, Owen Amhouse in net. TJ, Xander are the 4 we're starting with here. 2 minutes and 2 minutes. Down by 1. Puck comes back. Nashville. Ooh, nice job by Senya. Almost gets it out. There we go. Chase. Oh, so Chase is out there with Owen, TJ, and Xander, if I didn't say everybody's name. Xander goes to the corner. Puck is taken by Nashville up to the point. Shot blocked by Chase. Chase gets a nice stick on it. Oh, a nice dive by TJ to interrupt that centering pass. Kid comes around behind up to the point, or to the center dot, up to the top of the circle, across to the far side, back to the top. One-timer gets up and over, comes funny off the glass, and TJ gets all of that one and sends it deep. Chase goes after it hard. Their goalie backhands it. Chase is still putting pressure on him. Ryan is out there. Chase is putting pressure. Ryan now steps up for the pressure. James is out there with Lars. Lars pushes his guy around behind the net. Keeps him going into the boards tonight. Causes a turnover. James gets it, and James can't get it all out of the zone. Backhands it. Crossed by Nashville. They send it down behind the net. Picked up in the near corner by a Nashville player. Backhanded up to the point. Cross to the far side point. Chase is out there. James, Lars, Ryan. There we go. Oh, shoot. We had the puck, and James gets it up. They keep it in. Shot. Batted down. James is there. James again. Kid has it. Centering pass. Puck is still loose in front. Nashville comes with it. Off a skate. Shot. Saved by Owen. Picked up by Chase. There's a total trip by no call. That was terrible. All right. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.7 seconds left. And that was a frickin' trip. Bad trip. Doug is telling him about it. But 3.7 left. That's pretty much what we're going to call. Unless we can shoot one in right off the face-off. That'd be up to Ryan, because we do have a face-off in their zone.
F1.
Yeah. Right off the face. Let's go. Just slam it. Timeout. Come on. 3.7 seconds. Timeout by Nashville. And we're almost 2 hours into the broadcast. So hopefully everybody's still awake. 5-4 Nashville. 3.7 seconds left in the third period. Face off in their zone to their goalie's left. It's down to Ryan to shoot off the face off to tie it up and send it into OT. That's what we're hoping for at this point. So I'll give you another view for maybe those that didn't join us earlier. We got boxes in here, tons of advertising, fan zone down in the end. And here we go. Owen Senya, Ryan is going to be taking the face off. Lincoln, we have a goalie pulled. Maybe we called that face off, or timeout, sorry. See what happens here. Shot, can't get it off. Chase almost was able to get a shot, but that ends the game. Nice job, good effort, boys, never gave up. Close game. Unfortunately, we come out a little bit on the short end of that one, but we're going to be getting it back. I think we play Blue Army this afternoon. And I'm going to jump off. Need to get to work. Thank you all for joining us today. End of the third. Nashville 5, Riders 4. Thanks for your support of the Riders, and we'll